The rustling sounds of windswept branches. A meandering stream washes away yesterday's fallen leaves. Birds soar high above, while butterflies flutter aimlessly. The scent of vegetation lingers amid vibrant colors of wild berries. Daybreak at Yelnya brings a glitter of hope. Beneath these calm waters, however, lies an inconvenient truth. A future uncertain.
We started this project approximately 2 years ago, and everything was started from my contact with APB, or Belarusian Bird Organization, and after several small projects with this organization, we discovered that we can add more in terms of Yelnya Bog project, and after our visit to this area, we decided to spend our efforts, our money, and play a leading role within this project.
A journey through the land that is Yelnya can be deceiving. Hidden underneath these waters, you'll find years of abuse and devastation.
The meliorational canals, which were made more than 80 years ago, they caused overdrying of the bog, and so there were almost annual fires. Most severe of them was in 2002, and it destroyed more than 70% of the bog surface. The help of Coca-Cola Beverages was just in time.
Yet there's something almost familiar about Yelnya. Birds converse in mid-migration. Rain clouds gather above this hopeful land. A rare sanctuary for the endangered.
Yelnya Bog is one of the biggest peat bogs in Europe. It is situated on the territory of the Republic of Belarus, and it covers more than 23,000 hectares. And it is a unique biosystem, which is a home for many rare and even endangered bird and plant species, and also very important stop for migrating geese and cranes.
The venture to reclaim this natural marvel began in 2003, in a place thousands of miles beyond the borders of Belarus. The silent plight of Yelnya now has a voice, and we listened intently and extended helping hands.
Yelnya Bog restoration plan was recognized as one of the most important 150 schemes at World Water Forum in Japan in 2003. Our support was not only financial, but our employees, they willingly took part in all these projects in camps, and many dams were built by their personal involvement. Yelnya, it will need our presence there for some time more.
Our efforts to preserve these peat bogs uncovered an astonishing gift from Yelnya: the neutralization of carbon emissions.
The Yelnya Bog has a high importance in CO2 emissions neutralization. It emits large amounts of CO2 into the atmosphere, like 10 tons from hectare per year. After the dams are built and the canals closed, it will stop the CO2 emissions completely. When it is completely restored, it will start to absorb considerable amounts of CO2 gases, like 1 ton per hectare in a year. Comparing to the CO2 emissions of our plant, it means that 23,500 hectares of Yelnya Bog will completely neutralize 23,000 tons of our CO2 emissions.
This endeavor has bridged different people with a common belief, sharing an idea of hope and preservation.
So basically the mire is a huge dome filled with 99% with water, and on top you have a vegetation layer, you have trees and so on and so on, and you have on top you have a peat producing vegetation communities. You can see that the vegetation is regenerating slowly, so this sphagnum, which was almost absent in the areas affected by the fire and the drainage, is now coming in. We can see that species which were not supposed to be in the mire, like birch, is slowly going away. These signs indicate that the climate balance, the carbon balance of the mire, is also going into from emittance to kind of no emissions and then to absorption. That's a dam which is very simple, but it is very effective. And what is very important, it can be maintained by local forestry or by the administration of the Yelnya reserve without any special equipment or machinery, which means that they can repair it, they can build a new one if this one is destroyed.
The story of this fragile environment is not an uncommon one. Far from being complete, it continues to inspire and move communities.
After our first article, the media was so impressive, and they just trying to reach more information from us. And we supplied them with pictures and with information about the project and about the bog, and so they published lots of articles in local and central press about the Yelnya, about our impact in this environmental project, and we had a great success.
Our first steps in Yelnya have been promising, and we are proud to carry on supporting this noble cause with the great people of Belarus.
We consider this project as one of the most important within our BP activities, and I think it helped us a lot in terms of, let's say, learning about nature, water resources protection, CO2 reduction, and it helped us a lot in terms of building of our brand here in Belarus and improvement of our image in the country.
Our company is a social responsible organization, and we try to reduce CO2 emissions through the helping to this bog, and I'm proud to be a part of this project.
Хочу выразить благодарность за финансовую поддержку, за непосредственное участие Coca-Cola и сотрудникам, руководству. И пожелаю дальнейшего сотрудничества. Ждем вас на Yelnya.
Through the Yelnya Bog Recovery Project, we at Coca-Cola Hellenic are constantly reminded that our future progress should always be balanced with our commitment to the environment.